I'm Amy and welcome to the podcast.
You guys ready?
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Recording?
Yeah.
Okay. Hello and welcome to another Talking to the Actor.
Talking to the
Actor. Hello, actor.
Hello, person.
Who are you?
I'm Amee
Amy what?
Watson-Brown.
Amee Watson-Brown.
And I live in Worksop. Sunny Worksop. But yeah, that's me.
Nice. How was your pie at the intro?
I love being pied. It was great, but I couldn't breathe. But it was fine once you can get over the fact that you can't breathe.
You can breathe now, right?
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. It's all out my nose.
Cool. Thank you for joining us, Amy. We know you 2 years now? 3 years?
No, about a year.
No, since we first... It took a year before we even started
Was
filming
it?
Remote Fight.
Yeah.
When did we start filming that?
You met our friend Jack, and that was in the old house, and we've had this house, me and Sarah, at least a year.
Oh, so it must be coming on 2 years then. I wouldn't say 3 years because I've only been up here 2 years.
Well then, yes, up here, that's a good...
I think you have recently moved up here.
Yes.
So.
I am very excited for having you in, partly because no one knows what you'll say. Any of the controversial statements. Everything could be innuendo.
Even I'm tense. I don't know what's going to come out this mouth. Oh, I'm going to suppress whatever I was going to say after that.
Yep, that...
And I have to suppress what I'm saying as well, because,
It's going to be a podcast of pure filth.
Yeah.
The sleaze train.
0% filth. It's all going to be like Mary Poppins now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so we met you for... you auditioned for a film that isn't out at the time of recording, but you have watched it in its current state.
Yes.
And you were okay with it?
Yeah, I think it looks really good.
That's better than okay, I'll take that.
It looks really good.
Yeah, Remote Fight. I remember when you came for the audition.
Yeah.
Turned out the audition took about half an hour.
Yes.
And you stayed for about 3 hours.
Yes.
Just chatting the shit with us.
Yes.
And that was when I was like, cool. And then I was like, we should change the other part, make it so it's 2 female parts, so we can have
two people that
we want in it.
Yeah.
And that's what we did. We changed the entire gender character so that you
Hell yeah.
could be in it.
Hell yeah. I appreciate that. Thanks.
Yeah. And then you only left because our friend Jack turned up and you felt, I've already been here 4 hours.
Like
I can't stay for 3 hours of wrestling.
When other people start turning up your audition, you've stayed too long. And all the way through, I was just like, when shall I leave?
Yeah.
I'm not all the way through. I'm not like sat there going, fuck, I wish I could go. But I'm just like...
I remember getting like, do you want another cup of tea? Shall I? Oh my God, yeah, what am I doing? Yeah, I will.
Yeah, live life.
And just feel like she either feels like she can't leave or she is genuinely having fun. And we just chatted for the whole time.
Yeah.
Like it wasn't awkward silence or, she won't fucking leave, Dom. It was like...
Yeah. It got to the point where it's like, well, maybe we should do the audition.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, go on then, get that out of the way. And then...
And that doesn't happen that often.
No.
So straight away, it's like, okay, she fits, she clicks.
No.
I was more like a stray cat. You know, like you fed me once and then I just wouldn't leave.
Is that your approach in general for auditions?
Or just staying as long as possible until they like me?
Yeah.
No, not usually. Not usually, no. I don't know what happened. It was just like, do you want a cup of tea? Yeah. And then I just ended up staying forever. I think it was just because it was just like a group of friends chatting, which is weird.
Yeah.
I think it was a much more relaxed audition than what I've ever been to, which is really nice actually. Because I've been to some auditions where it's like their first thing they've done, like their first film or whatever, and then they try to be like, you have to go through 5 stages of auditions just to have an unpaid job, and it's like, I'm not going to bother with that. So it was nice just to have somebody that's like, do you know what? We're not trying to be something we're not. You can just have a chat with us, and if we like you, you know. So it was actually really nice.
You can act, we like you, you're in.
Oh yeah.
Just gonna clear my throat, sorry.
Please.
Keep an eye in.
You're distracting.
Cool. So I want to talk about the stories of working with you, but I don't know that much of how you came about as an actor and how you came to be in Works Up.
Right.
Works Up?
Yeah, Works Up.
I know you did like a physical theatre thing because
Yeah.
like if well, after listening to this, if you watch the remote fight when it's up, like you're very no. I think I said to you on the day, like your whole body just moves when you go and do things, and it's really impressive.
It's a full body experience.
It's a full body experience. And you taught me that I could use more innuendo. I panic every time. But
Don't panic. If it comes naturally, then do it.
I still try to avoid it with other actors.
Yeah, I have to remember it's not Amy.
Yeah.
Well, usually you get one, but you get one dodgy comment or reference to Weinstein. With Amy, I give you 3. And 3 is usually gone within an hour, so then you get a surrogate free. Anyway, so how did the acting come about? I don't know any of this. I'm actually really interested because I see you were kind of friends.
Yeah,
I feel there's a friendship.
We're just above acquaintances, I think.
Yeah, there's a familiarity. Yeah. We message how's it going every so often, and that actually is a 2-way, which isn't of every actor that I message to keep contact with. So that yeah. But you don't know me. I could be a serial killer for exactly.
you know.
I could have a convo with you, and it wouldn't be about acting or a film project, but it would be limited to jobs, partners, and cats.
Yeah,
that's all I know. So how did you start this whole acting?
The whole acting journey.
Yeah.
I don't know really. Podcast over. I don't know. It was really weird. Like I grew up doing dancing since I was like 2 years old. And that's funny. Well, it's not really a funny story, but I got into dancing because I was very fat as a child.
Were you?
Yeah. So
are there pictures of this?
Yes.
Would you please send me a picture at some point?
Just like, what is that?
Fat baby Amy.
Baby Amy. So my mum and dad were like, yo, you're fat. Do some exercise, girl. And then they sent me to do dance. So I did that for a long time. And then...
What sort of dance was it?
What sort of dance? I did... To begin with, it was like tap and ballet and jazz
okay.
for a long time.
So real dancing?
Yeah, like actual, no dad dancing, like exams and everything.
Yeah.
Kind of dance. And then, and I hated drama at school because people didn't like me at school. So I did not want to like put myself out there at all.
Were you bullied at school then?
I wouldn't say bullied, but I was quite different, I guess, and very outspoken.
Right.
So I don't have like a thing of you don't say that to someone. So if someone said something to me, there isn't a filter of don't say that you're going to make things worse. It's I have to answer back. So so I didn't really want to draw more attention to myself than what I already was doing. And then I remember I was in year 9 and there was one drama lesson and we were put into groups and you had to like come up with something around a poem or some rubbish. And I was in this group and everyone in my drama class, they were like the idiots of school. You know, the ones that are just like... You just, as soon as you see them, you just dread them because they're going to like single you out and just like make fun of you, whatever. And they were all there. And then for some reason, I had this moment of just like, do you know what? I don't actually care what people think. And I just kind of thought, I wonder what would happen if I actually just like went for it and didn't go all like red in the face and embarrassed. And I just went for it and everyone started laughing. And I was like... In
a good way.
Yeah, in a good way. Not like, stupid girl. But no, people like started laughing and like... And it was nice to think, oh, actually, I can make people laugh. And it's not because I look funny or because I'm whatever.
Because you intended to.
And it was really nice. And then from that day on, I was like, do you know what? I just want to make people laugh.
Oh, and was that... Sorry, how old were you at that point?
So I was in year 9, so how was that, like 13?
13, 14.
About 13, 14.
Did you have the 2 schools or the 3? Because you were London.
Yes.
You were a London girl.
Yes.
So did you have the... Because up here we have 2 schools, primary and secondary.
Yeah.
But I know, like, say, the Midlands way, they have 3. They have, like, primary, middle, and then upper or higher.
We have primary and...
Primary and secondary.
Yeah. So yeah, then after that I went to stage school kid after that.
Is that school? After school kind of?
No, so whilst I was at school. So, do you know what Stagecoach is?
No.
I'm sure people listening to this will know exactly what Stagecoach is. But you do you go on like,
sorry,
God, get on our level. So
I know the buses.
No, yeah, I just go on buses. Every Saturday I get on a bus.
Trams? They do trams as well?
Yeah, well, this is another kind. Please stop shitting on my story. So anyway, I went to Stagecoach, which you go on like a Saturday or a Sunday and you do like singing, acting and dancing. It's like a fun thing, but they're also quite, like you can join an agency there and stuff like that. So I went there and then I just kind of carried on going, went to college, went to uni and...
All theatre?
Yeah, so I did musical theatre at college for 2 years and then I did physical theatre for 3 years at uni.
Yeah, physical theatre.
Yeah.
I remember you said that's a lot of like improvising and making things up.
Yeah.
And a lot of like being grabbed and thrown around by your teacher and stuff.
Right.
That's what you described it to me.
I mean, it's a lot of grabbing.
Sense.
In an acting sense.
Yeah, purely legit.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, pretty much. It was I don't know how to explain it, but my tutor was well, it still is. She's still alive. She had like a really like, I guess, exciting life. She was from Poland and she came over to England but what she taught was very like European style of acting. So it was all improv, it was all humour and all funny and
quite over the top as well,
and
Eastern European.
Yeah, and we did like clown and stuff like that, and it was really like something I've never done before, and it was really it's quite like a liberating form of drama, I think. I mean, yeah, it's just it's good. Go do it. I don't know. It was really. I think it makes you better as a person. I think because it's really like emotionally like connected, but not in like a I'm gonna go think about my past experiences and like think about when about when my cat died to like cry and stuff like that. But it's more just like having like a raw like emotion and being in touch with like your body and like your thoughts and stuff like that, and to be more vulnerable as well, which I think helps everyone, I think, in acting and just in life.
Okay.
Yeah.
So not much of the method.
Not really. It's not so much like get like too bogged down with like a backstory or things like that, because at the end of the day, it doesn't matter. Do you know what I mean? Like if you watch something like you don't know what that person that character's done, whatever, and to be honest, nobody gives a crap. Do you know what I mean? Like if you had Weet-Bix for breakfast or whatever, because they just want to see what's going on there. So I think it's all a bit irrelevant. People will be like, no, that's wrong. But yeah, that's what I think anyway.
I have an E in theatre studies. I hate the Stanislavski system, circles of attention. I love Brecht. And the whole like make your audience aware, make them know they're watching a play and get them to think, what are you telling them?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Like I loved that, looking at people in the audience, interacting with them, making them feel uncomfortable.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. I mean, like, I think the Stanislavski stuff is good to like read about and like have an idea of what it's about. But I mean, it depends what makes you connect, I guess. But for me personally, I wouldn't. I mean, like, who can bother to sit down and write that out anyway?
You do seem quite a kind of okay. So for Remote Fight, the film I've mentioned, I must have mentioned 4 or 5 times. We did run throughs partly because, well, mostly for me and Tom to frame our shots because it's actiony and we're not used to that. But you were kind of laid back in those kind of run throughs, like, and in the read through today for the thing, we filmed a little thing today to practice our motion with our new equipment. And like in the read throughs, it's quite laid back, have a laugh, I remember in the audition it was really the same. And then when you auditioned for Remote Fight, you got up and delivered. It was quite dramatic. I think you made. No, I don't think. Did you make yourself cry?
No, I'm not.
You got
that
emotional. I remember that. You do seem like cameras rolling, I can snap straight into something. Yeah. Cameras cut, oh, I'm just going to spend 5 minutes burping.
Yeah, like, I mean, don't look at me. No, I find it really hard to do run-throughs. I find it really hard. I think it's because you are, I don't know how to explain it, but I feel really self-conscious and I'm just like, ugh. But then like as soon as it's like, right, let's go and do it, you can like switch it on type thing. And I find like really uncomfortable just like, oh, let's have a read from like, do we have to? Like, yeah, because there's other people here. I'm like, yeah, okay. Yeah.
Okay. So you did the acting school, you had the kind of epiphany of, I quite like doing this, and make people laugh. You've gone to stage coach.
Yeah, not the buses. Or the trams.
You followed it into university with your physical theatre. How did you end up in, because you work full time and live in Worksop, but this, I assume this was all down in London?
Yes, this is all down in London.
Yeah.
But then I graduated and then my boyfriend lives in Worksop, so it was...
So tummy rumbling, I wasn't sure if it was tummy yourself.
It was hungry. No, so yeah, I just moved up here for my boyfriend.
For love.
For love. So he dragged me up here to sunny Worksop because who can afford to live in London?
You're one of the immigrants, aren't you?
Yeah, I'm a foreigner.
Yeah. How do you find being in the north?
Fine. It's fine. I do miss London a lot. And as you discovered earlier, it's much more slow pace up here than in London. So when you're like walk at a normal speed, I'm going to sprint. My tummy's doing it now. It's like yawning. So yeah, it's all right. It's just...
Not London.
Yeah, it's just not London, yeah.
I like London, because whenever we've gone, me and Tom have gone for film stuff before, like there's the get up and go. Actually, I have a Jewish family in London, in Hackney, because the stereotypes have to exist, don't they? And it's everyone's someone in London. There's a swagger to pretty much everyone, and there's a real like pace about it and a vibe, and I love all that. But I'd hate to live all that because they don't stop to look at trees or go, oh, I'm in a Peak District. If there was a fucking point in that.
I don't know if that's true. Personally.
Yeah, you can tell me I'm wrong.
Okay, you're wrong. I think it's like, as you said, like a stereotype has got to exist somewhere, and I think people do have this thing of like of northerners and southerners, and it's weird really, because like when I, even at work, people are like, oh, you're not from round here, and oh, you're like some ignorant southerner that hasn't lived life because you're so privileged down there, and it's like, no, it's not
I don't
true.
know the privileges. I know the privileges. And
yeah, well, some people think I do like come from this like a mansion or something like that, and it's like I lived on an estate in London.
Did you? Whereabouts in London?
So southwest London. So I tell everyone Twickenham because that sounds posh. But actually it was Witton, which is on the border of like Hounslow and Twickenham. You're like, I have no idea what these places are. But so yeah, I tell people Twickenham because it sounds posh.
Fair.
Because of the rugby.
Fair. That was your tummy.
That was my belly. I'm digesting.
Or the Kit Kats.
Hell yeah, 4 fingers.
4 fingers. 4 finger Kit Kat. Keep your actors fed. Okay, so you work full time. Oh, no, I don't want to talk about the place you work because that's boring and not.
Yeah, nobody cares about that.
But you fit acting around that full time as and when.
Yeah.
You look at me like, because you've not been up too much lately, but you got your. I remember you got your headshots done. Not too long ago.
Yeah, not long ago. It's a struggle.
Film.
Yeah, it's a proper struggle. But it's got to be done, really, isn't it? If it's something you want to do, then it's got to be done. Yeah.
Is acting, is it like a more hobby thing, do you think, or is it more something you're looking to take? Like,
I feel like it's turned into a hobby, which I don't want it to be. It's kind of slipped into that without me kind of realising that it has, which sucks a lot. It would be, in an ideal world, be something that I could make a living off and not have to work full time at a place that is, you know, which is work. You know, I don't. I mean, like some people are happy with just like going to work, getting money, coming home, whatever. But I feel like some people need a bit more to life than just that. And yeah, so it's kind of gone to the way of a hobby. But watch this space. I'm gonna, like Joey and Friends, just get the theatre and just quit my job and then cry because I don't have any money and nobody wants to hire me. So just sit at home. Except for you guys, obviously. I've already said that you're not allowed to not have me.
Yeah, you love a guy keeps saying things. I don't feel we push you acting wise, but I do send you a lot of things.
Yeah.
And I'm like, what do you think of this? Or would you be interested in trying out for this?
Yeah,
and
yeah,
I
definitely.
do try and, because you're talented.
Oh, thanks. You're like...
Amy can't take a compliment, but everything about that was sarcastic, right down to the facial expression. Like, even her shoulders turned in a way that's like, thanks. Typical London arrogance.
Oh my god. No, from one extreme to another, that's me being all like, like modest, like, oh, thanks. And then you turned it into, oh, what a bitch. Like, turned away from me and everything, like, spat in my face and, like, kicked me to the ground. That's not what happened.
So, you've done the theatre, you've done the film bits. Sounds like you did more stagey stuff.
Yeah.
Do you prefer the stagey stuff, or...?
I thought I did prefer the stagey stuff until I started doing more of the filmy stuff. And it comes down to the point that I made about I feel really uncomfortable during run-throughs. And with theatre, every day's a run-through until you do it, and then you stop, and then like, I'll come back tomorrow and we'll do another run-through. And I'm like, oh... I'm more like a on-the-day type person.
Turn up and go.
Yeah. Like, I can like read it through, but then it's not until it's like, right, it's go time, then I'll do it. Which isn't what people want, like, from theatre. They don't want that person. It's like, oh, she's really crap, but on the day, I'm sure she'll do fine. But all this other time, she's just been sat in the corner, just like quietly reading to herself. So it's, yeah.
Do you remember the poem that got you? Sorry, I know I'm jumping around a bit here. The poem that made people laugh. Do you remember that?
No.
Which you just remember?
I don't think it was a poem. Actually,
or the performance. Or
it was about. I know what it was about. It was about Jack and the Beanstalk, but it was like about the giant's life, and I was his mum. I think actually it might not be that. It was something like that. It might not be that. Basically, I don't know.
Because if that's the experience that sparked you, are there any actors or performances or anything that you look to or got inspired by, or
what at that time?
No, in general. Like when you were going through your acting, when you were doing your stagecoach and riding the buses, whatever, or like at your physical theatre or your in between bits.
I never realised how much I kind of not really related to, but I guess like was inspired by Robin Williams until he'd like gone. And I recently watched a documentary on him. I didn't know too much about him, but obviously I'd seen him I was in the generation of when he was in films before he did stand-up.
Yeah.
And I watched a documentary about him, and the more I watched about him and learned about him, the more that I realised that he did everything that I want to do. And like his like motivation for it was to make people laugh, and I feel like that's what I want to do as well. And I never realised it until I watched that, and I was like, oh my god.
I remember when he died, he started talking about the films he was in and just listing them, and we'd reached like a dozen of really good films, and we were quoting along and just like, and even that guy. He's great, and like even watching him in like interviews and stuff, like he never switched off from like his performance. He couldn't just like sit down and have like a conversation. It was just like, right, go, and everything was like to make people laugh. Okay, I'm getting into territory where you can say, I don't want to go into that, and that's absolutely fine.
Oh, we're going deep. That's what she said, damn it. Right.
So Robin Williams, very, very funny man.
Yeah.
Also quite a troubled man. And I know, like, at times you have quite big bouts of insomnia.
Yeah.
Do you struggle at times as well? Or...
As in, like, mental health wise?
Yeah.
Yeah, I do. I suffered with it really bad when I was at college, was when I first, like, suffered with it really bad. I don't know what happened. It was really weird. I think I don't deal very well with change. So when I went from secondary school to college, it was like a huge change. Even to the fact that you don't need to wear like a uniform anymore, and you could just like, I was like, oh my god, like what do I wear? And it was just meeting new people is something that I find really hard to do, and it proper threw me, and it just went. I don't know. I just went really weird. I went really weird.
Into a depression.
Yeah. Like I don't know. I've always had like some, like as I said, like back at school and stuff. I couldn't just like let things lie. If someone said something to me, I'd have to say it to them back. And I had like quite a temper, and yeah, I was just a bit like weird. And then I got to college, and I didn't quite understand why I was different to other people in terms of like how I reacted to situations and how I like feel about certain things, like really strongly about what people do, and I held myself to a really high expectation of myself, and then I didn't understand why people didn't put in the same amount of effort as what I do. So I went through college, and I had like really bad bout of depression and stuff like that, and then I went to uni, and it got even worse at uni, I think, again, because I can have a change, which is completely different to what I went through before. I spoke to my mum about it, and she was like, you should go to like your GP and get like, what's wrong with you? What's wrong with you? You're crazy. And and I don't think I've told you before, or I don't think I've told any of you before, but I have borderline personality disorder, which is something that I wasn't diagnosed with until my second year of uni. So yeah, it's been a proper big struggle, and I think with acting as well, it's really hard to deal with sometimes, because people don't understand you, and they don't understand. You know, like some people, they can just go, like, oh, here's something to do, you can just go ahead and do it. But I struggle with like processing what people want from me. Then I'll get really angry with myself. I'm really frustrated with myself that I can't do what people are expecting of me. And I know a lot of people say, oh, you know, acting's a really good way of like a, what's the word?
Therapy?
Yeah, like a therapy thing, or like an outlet or something like that.
Is it fuck? The amount of actors that suffer or kill themselves.
That's literally what I was going to say.
Like, sorry, I don't want to put
No, that's exactly what I was going to say. And like, I guess some people can find, I don't know, again, I think it goes back to the thing of people like to be really like deep and emotional, and they can like go into that dark place and let it all
access
out.
It.
And
until they Heath Ledger it.
Yeah, exactly.
But then
like,
they win an Oscar, so.
But you have to. Oh no, I was going to say something really dark. I'm not going to go.
You have to die.
Yes, that's what I was going to say.
So your estate gets it.
Exactly.
It's much like you joked about how my girlfriend dying is worth more.
I feel like there needs to be some backstory to that.
I feel like I'm definitely going to die before Tom, and when I do, our films will become more valuable because I'm dead.
Yeah.
And then Tom will be the beneficiary from it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I can't remember my train of thought now.
Sorry.
No, it's okay. So we were talking about
your condition and
how people think that it's like an outlet, and some people would like to get really deep and emotional about it, and maybe they'll like whatever. But I think you pretty much said what I was like, but you like said it better.
Okay. Cool.
Just die first, and then you'll get an Oscar.
How did you take the transition to? This isn't really about acting. The workshop changed them. Did that affect you?
Really bad.
Yeah.
Really, really bad. Because as well, when I came up here, I went to work in Meadowhall at the grotto they had there as an elf. Obviously.
You look like an elf.
I'm like a secret elf. So you won't see me around Christmas.
Yeah.
And and it was and then I was there from for like November, December. Then after that I was unemployed only for 2 months. I was unemployed, and it was I just didn't have anything to do, and it gave me a lot of time to like think and like process like what like the differences like I wasn't with my family and stuff like that, and it was really hard doing that. I think that was probably harder than anything else. So yeah, I didn't deal too well with that.
Do you find acting? We're talking about acting it isn't the outlet that people sometimes suggest acting is. Do you find though that it affects it, or
I'm happy doing it?
You're happy doing it?
Yeah, I'm happy doing it. It gives me like a focus more than an outlet. It gives me something to focus my time and energy on. So I think if I don't have anything to focus my energy on, then it just like goes to places where it shouldn't, like not sleeping and stuff like that. So I think it's a good kind of channel.
So we've worked with me and Tom on 2 films so far. Is there anything about our approach that could be improved for not in general, in terms of
well, I have a list.
that condition, or in terms of how we've treated you?
No.
Okay, good. Relieved to hear that.
I'm like, actually, no, I don't think so, because I think sometimes people can just like focus on it, and like because as like we've kind of agreed on, we've known each other nearly 2 years roughly, and you wouldn't have like known, and I wonder then, pose the question back to you, would you have changed your approach if you'd known? Do you think?
No, I probably would have asked though. Is this okay? Are you okay doing it? If you tell me, my general approach to that kind of thing, it doesn't come up that much, but it's, is this okay? Are you okay doing it? If you tell me yes, I trust you and we do it.
Yeah.
If I don't feel it's okay, then I would back out, because it might be this is harmful to you. I can only think of one actor that's really...
But that's the thing that becomes worrying as well. I don't know if it's the same...
Does it then make you feel like, can I do it or not? Or
No, not really that. I feel like then people start making decisions for me.
Okay.
Or I don't know if other people who have issues think this, but for me personally, I like to be in control of what I can and can't do. So then if someone decides for me, you're too like messed up for this, it's like I should have a say if I'm too messed up for this or not. Which people don't do to be malicious or horrible. It's because they care and they don't want to upset you. But for the fear of upsetting someone means that you've stopped them having like an opportunity.
Yeah. Or... If anything, for Tom and I, I'd say it's more, are you messed up enough to do this?
And I think we all discovered that I have.
Yes. One last thing, then we'll move off this topic. Do you find when you're going through a rough patch, you get everyone who notices you're not quite yourself, or what would be considered the more normal or non-affected you, they start going, you okay? I'm here if you want to talk about it. And you just kind of just leave me alone. I just figure it out.
Honestly, no.
Okay, that's fine.
I mean, like, I know if I'm not like asleep at like 3 o'clock in the morning, you see I'm online on Facebook, you're like, oh, are you okay? And I'm like, you know,
I think once or twice. I don't do that.
Yeah, no, like constantly, not like waiting for the green
light. Amy check. She's not on. I can go to sleep now.
Just waiting for my green light to come on.
Tom, it's your turn. I'm going to bed now. Get up, make sure she doesn't come on.
Keep an eye on Amy. When did she last log in?
But okay, fine, don't do that then. I don't appreciate your help. But you know, like sometimes people will, but a lot of the time people don't like know or realise. I have like, obviously my boyfriend obviously knows. I think if he didn't by now, I'd be like, what's wrong with you? And then I've got like a few friends, but honestly, I think up here, you two now know, and then I've got one friend at work that I've told, and my boyfriend, and that's it.
Cool. We are recording this.
Yeah.
Are you okay this being public?
Yeah.
I have my stuff. I made a video talking about that ages ago. It was liberating for me to come out the closet and be.
Oh my god. Still come out the closet.
Not in a gay way, though.
Not in a gay way.
You came out of the closet in the gay way, like into college.
I was never in that fucking closet.
I was thinking, like, are you not out of the gay closet? Is that something we need to be?
I am what I am. If it makes me happy, I'm gonna fucking do it.
Hell yeah!
I don't care whose ass it is. No,
So this is what you do to me.
Yay! It was going really well.
Yeah. Thank you for sharing that.
That's all right.
Yeah. Yeah, I know. I totally get why you wouldn't, because it's not a thing. Like it wouldn't. It doesn't change anything about any performances or anything.
No.
You're I would say you're a very good actor, but if you're dealing with that as well, or you have that experience and you're still able to be as humorous and upbeat as you are, that's pretty impressive as far as I'm concerned. She did the turn away sarcastic thanks again, just for Cool. Do you want to talk about some of the experiences working with us?
With you guys?
Yeah. And then more general film, but I'd like to get ours get their own section.
It's been an absolute nightmare working with you lot. Well, you've nearly killed me how many times now?
No, one I just put salami in pasta because everyone started screaming about salami. You didn't scream up, I'm veggie. So the salami
no. Okay. The whole story happened. What was you making? Pasta. Pasta, right? And then you were like, who wants salami? And someone said, me. Not Amy. Right. So what did you do? Put it in the whole thing.
Yeah.
And I was like, did I say yes?
Right. No, the person didn't just say me, did they? The whole room just started screaming about salami in a really high-pitched way. I was like, whoa.
Who was in the room? Who was in the room?
Right. There were 3, but there were about 5 voices.
Wow!
There was echo, she was throwing her voice, Tom spoke up, hello salami, it just...
I said nothing!
Exactly!
Know your audience, know who's about. Recognise the voice.
Annie very, very loudly shouted, yeah, salami!
Oh yeah.
You kind of just went, not for me.
Yeah,
and I just went, Annie yes, Amy no. And then, but the only bit of that you actually got to hear was the very loud, yeah, salami!
And then you just like put the whole bowl into this pot. And then I was like, did you just do that? And you were like, yeah. I was like, did I say yes?
So is that one?
So that wasn't a deaf experience, that was more like a moral challenge.
What annoyed me about that one is I checked, because you have a nut allergy, quite severe nut allergy.
Yeah.
So I checked the sauce as well, and you're like, I do appreciate you checking, and that should be fine. And so then the next time came, and I was like, I'll just make pasta. Amy's got her own food, so it's fine. I did not think that pine nuts
were a nut.
I just thought they were pine, And then you were like, did you put pesto in that? Yeah, I can feel it in my throat. I had to go. And within like a minute, you were gone.
I could like smell it instantly. As soon as that lid like off that, I was like, I was like, I need to leave.
But you went home like so quick. It's like, oh God.
It was literally life or death.
Yeah. But enough about the food and me trying to kill you.
Put the near murder to one side.
Yeah.
Manslaughter. We'll call it manslaughter.
It would be,
Or would it be murder?
Manslaughter.
Yeah.
Non-malicious.
Gross negligence, whatever it is.
Right, put that to one side.
Yeah.
Must have been like working for you guys.
Yeah.
Hey.
Yeah.
It's fine.
Okay.
No, honestly.
We'll take that. Thanks.
Oh God. Now it's just gonna go, let's just bum you guys hard. Oh yeah, it's been great. It's been really good. No, like on like a serious level, I think you guys have been really good to work with, and you tend to like look after people. You tend to look after people. You do look after. You have like a tendency
to
look
mistakes,
after.
but food aside.
And like, I don't know, it's nice to be nice to be made to. Oh God, there's so many words. It's nice to be made to feel important. I don't know if them words are in the right way, but when we finish something, you're like, oh, read this, read that. What do you think? Or do you want to do this? Do you want to do that? It's nice. You're not just like, oh, we've like filmed this with you. Bye.
Some actors we are.
Some actors. I'm sorry, everyone else.
Some actors we work with, and it's like we might not. Probably won't work with you again, or if we do, it'd be so I have like 3 kind of personal highlights.
I'm going to say personal hygiene.
Personal hygiene issues.
3 main things.
You do burp a lot.
I do. That's not hygiene.
There's one of the one of the outtakes on Remote Fight, and there is just the loudest. It's like a velociraptor from Jurassic Park, like, and then the camera, like, I turned it to you and you just, excuse me. Like,
is that on there?
Yeah, that's one of the outtakes we've got.
No, I didn't notice that. Yeah. I think the outtakes are the best on that.
So, 3 I kind of remember. 1 is the flower. That's one of my favourite jokes ever.
It's my favourite.
You had to basically, because this film isn't out yet, when you see it, there's a bit where Amy's character throws a bag of flour into the air, and you went all out, raising it from, if I think of it like a clock, and my head is midnight, and my left arm is clockwise, she throws it from about 5 o'clock to about 11. And the whole kitchen went white, and there is just like, the other actor, you just hear go, what? And she's just great. And there's a massive amount of flour on like your head, and then you like turn away, and you really slowly turn, and as you get almost out of shot, you just start laughing like, and then come back to the shocked face. Loved it every time I've watched that. Like,
it's the close-up one, the one I think, didn't you film it from here? And it's just like, oh my god. It's because when I did it, I don't know what I thought was going to happen when I threw flour, but I didn't...
Launched a bag of flour. We cut it open as well, so it created a massive...
Yeah, but for some reason I didn't think that was going to happen. So when it did, I was like, what? And it was just like, I don't have to explain it, but the atmosphere was like when you step out on like a snowy day, and it's just silent and like peaceful. And once the flour had just like descended to the ground, and everyone was just in shock. It was just silent.
It was everywhere.
Like no one could like look at each other. Like I almost felt ashamed. of what I just did.
Sam was the only person not covered in.
Because I was in the other corner of the room. Yeah, even you got so.
I think you might have got it the most because I went that way.
Yeah. I got like the first hit.
Yes, my second highlight, same scene. Actually, before the flour is the eggs.
Yeah.
So we learned if you're throwing eggs at someone in a film-related thing, break the eggs before,
just
crack the shell so they'll crack. They were not cracking.
They will bounce straight off you.
The first one hit you. You let out an oh. You whole side like it was almost like you were trying to get away from the pain. It bounced off and shattered. The second one like hit you on the back. You jolted away, covering your head. Made an R. You moved because the whole idea is she throws eggs until you move into position. You got about halfway and you just couldn't stop laughing. You just put your hands out like just stop. And you needed about 5 minutes just pissing yourself because every egg was bouncing off and then shattering into 1,000 pieces.
Yeah, it wasn't smashing on me. They were just bouncing off. It was so painful. I didn't think it was gonna hurt, and it does. It's like someone throwing a rock at you, and I didn't think. Again, I don't know what I thought was gonna happen when someone threw an egg at me, but I didn't think that was gonna happen. I thought it was gonna be like amazing. It would like hit me and then just like explode, like you know the food adverts where like the food just like explodes because it's so full of flavour or whatever. Anyway, tangent. But it didn't. It just bounced off like my fleshy skin and just hit the ground. And it wasn't what I was expecting, and it made me laugh.
A lot.
A lot.
Yeah. And then my third kind of, I don't know if it's highlight or abiding memory, but it's one same day, actually. That day, you were ill, like in the build-up to that day. Because we'd filmed the first half of the film, so you'd had like your head down the toilet and everything the week before. And that was like the only other day we could get you both. And in the build-up, you were like, I'm ill, I'm not sure I'm going to be able to, I'll let you know. And I really appreciate that on the day, you're like, I'm still a bit ill, but I'm going to go for it.
Yeah.
And then you turned up, but you wouldn't eat.
Yeah.
And I remember like insisting, like just Annie, who's the other actress, just take it to the shop, just pick. Like, I'm not comfortable, you're not eating, just pick something. And you had like crisps and Lucozade and did it. And I just really appreciated that you turned up when you were ill, because I don't know if we would have managed to get it done or it would have fitted as well if you hadn't made that effort. I always appreciate like the effort you made and the kind of commitment to that film.
Thanks.
Considering it was so low paid.
the most ironic thing is the highest paid I've ever been.
A couple actors have said that. It's like, yeah, because it's just above zero. So like, there's a whole school of filmmakers that we're above.
We should have started at a £5.
Yeah.
We would have still been doing
I would have still been like, thank you for paying my bills.
We always cover your expenses. You always get that before. Always get paid for your days. Rehearsals get a tenner, and then there's more for acting days. So those are my highlights. Thanks. Any?
Again on that day.
That was a really good day.
It was a great day.
It was a great shoot. That shoot.
The cake.
Oh.
The sound it made.
You were so happy with that cake as well. You were so excited to be throwing it. You were like, oh.
I was also very nervous. Like I can imagine, like that was quite like a weighty cake. Going directly into another human's face.
But she made it herself.
Yeah,
it's her own fault.
Like, I just want something light with a lot of... And then she made it very heavy.
Yeah.
It was a sponge cake. Should have been light. It was not
light.
That was a dense cake.
Yeah.
No offence. It was I'm sure it was a lovely cake.
Yeah, she hasn't worked with us since.
She's like, I'm out of here.
She has a broken nose in every picture.
Do you remember... hang on. No, wait. We're doing your highlights. Go on.
No, that was his highlight.
Oh, that was your highlight.
Jump in, you remember?
My highlight was the first day of filming when neither of us could hold the remote control. And like it was just flying everywhere and we were just like holding it. Then it was like on the ground or in the sky. Like no one could hold on to it. Are there outtakes of them as well? Somewhere in the
There's a few of those, yeah. There's a few.
I don't know what happened.
It's quite a lot of outtakes for that film. I'll do a compilation just for us guys. Maybe go public with it.
Go public? That's going to be gold.
There's some really good ones in there. There's the one, I don't know if... There's the Tom hit you with the camera. Do you remember that? That's amazing.
I wasn't expecting you to stop. It says in the scripts to stop.
So, there's been times in my filmmaking career where I have suddenly realised what I'm doing and then uncontrollable laughter fits. So once, really old music video, we had someone dressed as a rabbit, come out of a wardrobe that we had taken we had disassembled on a house with stilts, got every piece down, driven to these woods, carried all the pieces, put it up in these woods. It was a sunny day when we were filming. We all had heat stroke. Finally got to the scene where she comes out of the wardrobe, and myself, Tom, and Josh Fowler, Josh G. Fowler, great filmmaker in his own right, just could not stop laughing because you just realised what you were actually filming. And there was a moment in Remote Fight where you have been damaged in the crotch area and it's burning, so your decision is to use the shower curtain. Shower head, sorry.
Jeez.
To cool yourself down. Now my vision of this was just you would just spray some water. No, you shoved it right down.
Hell yeah.
And you go like, as you go. And
I must admit, I think that was the moment when I also thought,
what am I doing?
Like, at least I'm getting paid for it. But yeah, that was the moment when I like had an out of body experience and I looked at it and I was like, damn girl.
I loved that shoot. I remember like it had been a really good vibe, and afterwards like you guys were covered in egg and flour, you had ketchup under your nose to represent blood because the makeup artist was on a honeymoon, and like just we're outside, we're all having a fag, the whole thing's like a mess, and just everyone's just smiling and laughing and talking,
just pretending that there's no mess inside.
Well, I think it might have been akin to something like people running a marathon where like it's over, you're done, and you feel good because you're knackered and exhausted, and now you don't have to run another fucking marathon. But it was still like it's a really. I remember that you messaged me like still laughing about that. Shit, like, a couple of weeks after.
I was like on the bus on the way home laughing to myself like a bloody idiot.
So good.
Yeah, it was funny. I think it's probably like the funniest thing that I've like done, like to think back on it and think actually I was hilarious.
In terms of making.
Yeah.
Okay, that's enough of us, unless there's more you want to talk about. I experienced this with these guys, or don't work with these guys, they do this. Or...
I mean, if you want to get killed, come here, because it seems to be that they'll try their hardest to kill you.
Barely today did we put you in any danger.
No, I feel like I wasn't in danger until you took me to a park and I didn't know where we were going.
No, but in fairness.
I did feel like I was in danger.
Yeah, you kept trying to go in every house. You did feel like you were in
I was
danger.
running into people's houses. I didn't accidentally. I was going to bang on the door and be like, help me, they've taken me. But no, I feel like today has been a minimal
incident
day. Touch wood, yeah. I mean, there's still time.
Yeah.
So I'm going to touch the table. Okay. But no. Yeah, work with these people.
Thank you. So what other stuff have you done? Like, I know another short film you did around the time you were filming with us. Because I remember, I thought like I was being pretty decent. You'd started filming that one before you'd started with us. So I'd said to you, whatever dates that one throws at you, do that one because then you finished it. Whereas we can try and work around that. Does that make sense? Rather than...
Right.
Well, some people get pissy about like, well, I need you this day. And you're like, but I finished this film. It's like they're only thinking about their project. Well, like, well, she's already done half of that. She needs to finish that, so she has something for that. Yeah. Kind of thing.
So I've really got a burp, sorry. I'm so
there we
sorry.
Go.
Hell yeah.
It's on the podcast, just like the outtake. Yeah. Amy does that a lot. You burp a lot.
I don't know what's wrong with me. Do you think I need to go see someone?
I don't know. Is it just burps?
Yeah.
Are you gassy in general?
I'm not like in general, more like in the like upward fashion.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm quite burpy, I think. I do like a good belch.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Moving on. Thank you. So I know that short film you did, and I know a play you did, where you had a method actor, a very method actor in that play, who you found difficult. Well, not name names and stuff, because you know. But you found it quite difficult working with someone who was so method and stayed in character so often. Yeah. Yeah. What else have you done? Good, bad, indifferent. Like, what's some of your best experiences or worst?
What are like things to get into? You know, I'm just gonna throw that in there. It was like irrelevant to the question, but yeah, I'm gonna throw that in there.
I wanted to see the reaction. Everyone looked a bit raw, and then you got a bit like, "Don't say the name." Don't say the name.
Good or bad?
Yeah, like some of your better and worst kind of.
Well, I did
film or stage.
I did. The first thing I did when I come up here is I went to York for 2 days to film for a music video, which I thought like went really nice. They were really lovely. They found me accommodation and stuff like that, and they paid for my tickets and stuff like that, which was great. And it's been nearly 2 years. It must be past nearly 2 years now that I did that. And I've heard nothing back. They were like, oh, you know, for doing this, you'll have some stuff for your show reel, blah, blah, blah. And never had anything, never received anything, which I think takes the biscuit a bit. I think even if it didn't get made into anything, I think it's common courtesy to say to someone, look, thanks for doing it, but it's kind of crap. Do you know what I mean? We're not going to do it.
Was it students or was it a proper music video?
It wasn't like a proper music video, but it was like a music video for a band that was like established in the area. Does that make sense? So, you know, they had they had enough of a budget to pay for my train tickets to York and stuff like that. So, you know, it was, I don't know. But yeah,
have you messaged them since?
Yeah, I did, and they were like, "Oh, don't worry, any day now." And then I'm just like giving up. I'm like, whatever. Not worth it. I've got better things now. Do you know what I mean? I'm like, that was just probably it probably was crap, to be fair. And I don't really care. I got to go to York and feel special for a couple of days.
York's a nice place.
Yeah, it's lovely. And you know, everyone likes a bit of clickbait on Instagram, whatever, to be like, oh look, I'm just gonna go filming in York. And then everyone's like, oh, she's famous now. And then I'm like, oh, nothing actually happened from it. So it was a good Instagram story, I guess. I don't know. I haven't really had many bad experiences, to be honest.
All right, some of the best.
Yeah, some of the best. I think uni was pretty fun.
It's like the freedom, because this is our like third time recording one, whether everyone was happy with them, made them up or not. Every single one, uni seems to be the time where they were most free to just do. Not necessarily always happy with their performance, but were free to just do more.
I think it's weird because like it's the most stressful experience of your life. Like it's probably more times that you'll cry out of like just frustration and out of exhaustion. and be like, they're probably some of your lowest times as well, but for some reason there's like more good times as well. I think because for me anyway, like you get so close to certain people, they start to become a bit like family, and you spend so much time with them. Like we spent till like midnight rehearsing, and we went to France for 2 weeks just to rehearse for our final show, and it was
France.
Yeah.
Whereabouts?
South of France in Toulouse.
So I forget London's quite close to France. Go
on like a scale, yeah. I mean, from here.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. No, sorry. It's because you went for uni, whereas like our uni wouldn't.
Oh right, yeah. We I was in London. Yeah.
We almost got to go to New York. Not enough people could afford to go to New York.
I must admit, yeah, it's pretty pricey. Well, we were going to go to.
This will give you a drink.
Okay, here's the story. I have a weird thing.
Mm-hmm.
If you pour it into a cup,
okay,
then yeah, but I can't share. I can't share bottles.
I'll have some of Tom's delicious.
I don't know why, but I don't know why. No, basically,
okay.
No, you can't.
Yeah. See, I would do the pour.
See, even that, I don't know. That's quite a suggestive
right, back to
poster.
You're in France. We're in France.
We went to France together for 2 weeks. Alright, you two just like bum over that bottle, why don't you? You're such a good friend for letting him share your bottle.
Thank you, Tom, for being a proper human being.
Yeah.
I said you could pour it into a cup. What's more civilised than that?
Carry on. You're in France.
So I went to France.
Yeah.
And we spent.
Oh, I'm ill now.
Exactly.
It's the conjunctivitis.
Yeah, that eye disease.
Yes, we went to France.
Yes, we went to France. Jesus, it's gonna be so not worth it now. Yes, we basically rehearsed there for 2 weeks for our final show, and it was just like we were in the arse end of nowhere, and we were all sharing like a room together and sharing rehearsal space. So it's like we didn't get away from each other for 2 weeks, and I can't remember what the point of it was now. Basically, we spent a lot of time together and it was great.
They become like family.
And now they're like family. And yeah, so I think that's why it was uni so good.
Okay.
Uni's great. Everyone get into debt. Ooh.
I just remembered something. So when we were walking to the shoot that you didn't know where we were going today in the park, it was a wide open park.
Yeah.
Like,
lots of passers by.
Yeah.
I mean, there's loads of people I could have tried to help for.
Yeah, and you had like 3/4 of a circle. You could run in those directions. Tom and I are not catching you.
Right.
Anyway,
yeah.
on the way, I remember asking about what you've been up to, and you said not much at the minute.
Mm-hmm.
And one of the things you said, which I didn't ask you about, was part of it's knowing what auditions are worth going to or not. You said that's hard.
Yeah.
And you said luckily you'd worked with us before, so you knew what we were like.
Yeah.
Elaborate on that. Explain yourself.
Explain yourself. So basically, it's like the blunt like answer is I don't have time to be messed around anymore. Basically,
yes, full time work.
Yeah. So things that I do, I want to be worthwhile. Can you not interrupt me with your coffee?
Sorry. Or just burp next time.
Yeah. I mean, at least I prepared everyone for my burp. But yeah, I feel like everyone needs to like pay their dues or whatever to like get places, and I feel like I've been doing that for a while now. I'm not saying that every audition I go to should be for like, you know, the top, but or even paid. I don't care if it's paid, but something that's going to benefit me in some way.
Yeah.
And yeah, like doing student stuff is good at the beginning because you know you're helping them out, they're helping you out, everyone's great.
If it's finished and you get something.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
You have another film not going into that. It's a year. They've only just.
Yeah.
They released a trailer, but now they're only just starting to edit it.
Through no fault of their own.
Okay. Yeah.
Please.
Oh, that's not going to get you in trouble.
I love you. But yeah, and so when you like go on Star Now or whatever, and it's like they want this person, whatever. And what I find really sketchy now is when people don't ask for you to audition for them, and they're like, "Can you rehearse this day?" And you're like, "Yeah, I can, but Like, what's the deal? I messaged someone on the. I messaged someone because they were like, we're looking for someone in like an area near you. So I messaged them and I was like, you know, I'm interested, whatever. They're like, oh, cool, can you rehearse this day and this day? And I was like, well, can I see a script at least? And then they sent me a script and it was complete, like...
crap.
Yeah, complete crap. And it's like, well, why mess... Like people need to know up front what they're getting into. So, like, you've just... I know it's not, like, a lot, but you've just wasted my time, just, like... And what they said as well, on the post, it was like, we've got these parts coming up. And so I messaged, like, is there female parts? Because they only specified males on the thing. And they're like, yeah, I've got loads. Message this person. And they were like, we don't have any female roles. Like...
Was that different?
It's the same, but it's just like a different... It was like the director of that thing.
Yeah.
They're like, we don't have any female roles. And it's like, well like, get your life together, like. Do you know what I mean? And, yeah, it's just hard to find something where you're like, oh, this is going to be good. Because I've done, like, the bad things now. So I want to do good things to get things out of it now. Because sometimes you've got to be a bit selfish. And I feel like I've done them bits of, like, experience. And now it's, like, time to be selfish and do things...
It's like you focused. I wouldn't say it's selfish so much, it's more focused.
Yeah, like, do things that are going to benefit me in the long run. Would it be really...
Cool. We are still recording.
Oh.
Just, unfortunately, the light is hitting it in a way.
I got...
Is it really off-putting if I just open up this bottle of drink?
Yeah.
No.
Shall I disguise
the drink
it
that
with
could have been mine.
Oh, shut up. Shall I disguise it with like a... Oh, do you want it now?
I want a bit, yeah. Pour this in the cup.
Do you know what? You're a nightmare. How much do you want?
That'll do, thank you. Delicious Amee drink.
You're just doing it out to be a dick. I don't know what it is. I don't like sharing drinks.
Sorry, I remember.
I just don't like sharing.
I remember you being a Friends addict. It's very Joey. Joey doesn't share food.
But I don't know. I've got a...
You were so awkward about it. I don't know. No. You had to like...
I didn't want to sound like a horrible person, but now you've made me out to be a horrible person.
Well, I think we're heading towards the wrap up on this anyway.
Oh, okay.
Have you enjoyed it?
Yeah, I have.
Cool. I'm just thinking, because you mentioned about, just now what you're talking about, what made you want to go forward for mine and Tom's project then, the remote fight?
I can't remember. I'm trying to remember what it like said.
There was definitely a script. I know there was a script.
There was.
We always
said we would send the script before.
Yeah, probably the money.
Yeah, probably said expenses and some small payment.
Yeah,
which
and we always put quite a bit of detail.
Exactly.
Yeah, I think that's what it was, because a lot of things on like Star Now, it's just like, you know, a music video, whatever, and they're like, oh, you know, do it. There's no like information or anything. So I think that's probably what it is. Like, I like to read, because the more there is to read, the more you feel like they're more prepared and they know what they're doing. It's not like, oh, we kind of want to do something, so we're just going to see who we can get to do it. So that's probably why I did it.
Our second message is always the script, which I think.
Yeah, it's always express interest in your script if you're interested.
If anyone's starting out like making films and trying like characters and stuff, I think that should always be the second step. Like, you're interested in doing a role in this area, right? We'll send you the script. Are you interested in doing this role in the area?
Yeah.
Where you can actually see what you're doing.
I think there's different stages. I don't necessarily think you need a finished, complete script before you start your casting, but I think you need something you can send to people as a concept.
Yeah.
And at least that's 3-4 pages. That's a couple of scenes that you can show your tone and what they're looking at. I don't think you can cast any roles. You should be casting any roles until you've got at least an outline of what that character is going to go through, just so you know where you're going.
Yeah.
That would be my general
I feel
advice.
Like if you're too embarrassed by like your idea, then you shouldn't be doing it.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like if you're not willing to put it out there, whether it's an idea or a script or whatever, then you're not proud of it and you shouldn't be putting it out there.
But also, like, let's use our work, like remote fight. If we just put, it's a remote fight, 2 people fight over a remote, that could be anything.
Yeah.
And then, like, well, what happens in that? Well, they just tussle over a remote. Well, in what way? And so and ask her, we went detail scene to scene,
Yeah.
so this and this and this. And I think we probably would have put in the roles messy, involves this, no sex, but a comedy. I think, pretty sure when we audition, we always say, like, this role involves this. Are you okay with it? You tell us yes, great. If not, try and work around it. And if not, it's just not the part for you.
Yeah.
Well, enough about us.
Yeah.
Amee, thank you. I
Thank you.
really enjoyed this.
Good. So did I.
Cool. Is there anything else? Any questions? Anything, you've wondered or you'd like to get on tape with Tom and I saying?
No, I don't think.
Okay.
No. I've got my top on back to front.
You do.
Oh,
yeah,
man.
I know it's that.
Why didn't you tell me?
I didn't want to say it in the recording.
Oh,
not a video.
Damn. How did you know? Oh,
because
that.
the label's like...
How did you see my label?
Because you moved and your label was...
You're
I think it's when you did the birth.
You're such a bad friend.
I was saving it for the recording.
On top.
I feel like a right knob. And on that note...
I don't know. Yeah, Amy's really good.
She can't dress herself, but she's...
She has strengths in different areas.
Yeah.
Clothing isn't one of them, clearly. I would recommend Amee for lots of things.
Yeah.
Very funny, very physical
thank
actor.
you.
Can do drama, straight into it.
Oh, thanks, mate.
Don't worry about the read-throughs because she's too chilled out for all that shit.
Just leave it down to me.
as far as read-through goes, if she knows the lines, you're good to go.
No, I message a number of actors like keep in touch or how's it going. You're one of the ones that messages back, or I feel like I message, and it's not just for the sake of keeping contact.
Yeah.
But there's actually
a more than acquaintance level.
A more than acquaintance level. If we ever work together again, I've thoroughly enjoyed working with you.
Oh, thank you. So I've enjoyed working with you too.
You don't have to just copy.
Oh, sorry. Yeah.
Right, thanks for listening. Yeah. I enjoyed this one. Good.
Cool. Bye.
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 Yeah.
So this is the special outro from the podcast as Amee turns her top around.
Sorry if you see like a boob or something.
I
can't dress myself. Oh, do you know what? That feels a lot better.
Right. Jobs again.